Okay, Assalamu alaikum grade 6s. Let's continue with the next example. Right, so here we are looking at a 2-digit number times another 2-digit number. If you look here, 14 is a 2-digit number, so is 32. It is a 2-digit number because it consists of two numbers. So we are basically doing the same thing as we did in the previous activity where we are completing the following. So here 14 times 32 is the same thing as 14 times 40 minus 8 because 40 minus 8 equals 32. Right, okay, so you should be okay with that, filling in the blank. Right, now let's look at the more complicated part, and this is distributing the numbers. So because they're both 2-digit numbers, we are going to break both of them up. So we can break 32 up into 40 minus 8. You can actually break it up into anything you want to. You can say 30 plus 2 even. But because we are working with the previous example, I'm using 40 minus 8. Right, then we are also going to break up the 14 into 10 plus 4. Now, this makes it much easier, right? So we are going to distribute the 10 to the 40 and the 8, the 4 to the 40 and the 8. So here, 10 times 40 is going to give us 400. We are putting a minus sign here because of this minus here. Okay? Then 10 times 8 is going to be 80. Now we are adding because there's a positive sign here. Alright? Just follow in the steps when you are doing your activities. We are going to say 4 times 40 is going to give us 160. 4 times 8 is going to give us 32. Here is our minus sign. It comes from here. We are going to add all of the numbers up together. You can put it in the same place value if you would like. Right? But it does make it more easier. You are going to end up with the same answer. And there we go. Our answer is 448. Let's look at the next example quickly. Here we are working with a 3-digit number times a 2-digit number. So if you look here, here's 3 digits times 2 digits. Now we are doing the same steps. It's just going to be a little bit more complicated because the numbers are larger. Right, so here we are going to break up the 547 into 500 plus 40 plus 7. We are going to break up the 45 into 40 plus 5. You can also say 50 minus 5. You can break it up into anything, but I suggest that you work with a positive sign because if you work with a negative sign, it can become a bit, you can get lost in the steps. So maybe try it first with a positive sign, then try it with a negative sign, minus sign. Okay, here I did it for you. Please look at it. So I said 500 times 40, 20,000. 500 times 5, 2,500. 40 times 40, 1,600. 40 times 5 is 200. Then 7 times 40 is 280. 7 times 5 is 35. I put everything in the correct, I put the place values together, right? Because at the end, it just makes calculating our answer much easier. So you can decide to calculate it however you want, whether you want to use column method or this method, but column method is much faster. But do this so that you can understand how it's done. Okay, so if you look at the worksheet I gave you, it shows you 50 minus 5. You can go through that example and you can try and practice it by yourself, but I suggest that you use a positive sign whenever breaking up a number. So instead of using 50 minus 5, I used 40 plus 5. They both give me 45. The answers will be the same. Okay, I hope you guys are understanding. Assalamu alaikum.